So how old were you when you caught the gun case?
14.
So why did you feel at 14 years old you needed to walk around with a gun?
I mean, you know, like I said, people getting killed, you know. It's a lot, you know, and then you won't even know who's trying to kill you. That's the crazy part, because it's a lot of people that don't know you, but they know you, though. You feel me? And you don't even know them, period. And they just trying to do it to you because they hang with somebody that know you and don't like you. So now they want to do that to you, you feel me? Just off the strength that them they peoples, but they don't even know. So I just felt like I wasn't finna let that happen to me. You feel me? Or nobody that's around me at that time, because that's a burden that you have to deal with, like, man, or my family, or, you know, if it happened to me, my family got to deal with that burden. If it happened to somebody that's with me, I got to deal with that because this happened to them on my watch.
Like, how did they actually catch you with a gun?
Oh, man, they ran up in our house. They ran up in our house. We was shooting a video, like, the whole police department. And then they had us all, and I was just like, man, you know, they weren't really knowing, like, because nobody had the gun in their possession. And I was just, you know, stepped up like it's mad. And they was like, you feel me? Yeah. It booked me. Oh, man. I was sad, you know. It wasn't really nothing because I got out the next day. It's juvenile on house arrest or whatever. So it wasn't really anything.
Okay, so you're shooting a music video. There's a bunch of people around. Were your brothers around also?
Yeah, it was actually my brother shooting the video, Young Pappy. He was shooting the video to his song "Don't Sleep on Me." You know, that's when it was me, him, my other brother B Double, Two Cups, and his cousin Billy. He was shooting the video, you know, and they came in. My oldest brother, actually, Jovan, was in the house too, but he wasn't around the video area or nothing. And they came like, we was actually done shooting the video. We leaving out, and they was coming in. They had their guns up and everything. It was like, you know, nothing you could really do at this point.
Okay, so you're shooting a music video. The police rush in, and what, they found the gun like on the ground or something like that?
On the table.
On the table. And everyone is saying, we don't know anything about it, and you actually stepped up and said it's your gun.
Right.
Was it actually your gun?
No, it wasn't really my gun, you feel me? It was actually my brother's gun, but he had just got out for a gun case, you know, and I'm like, man. And then my other brother, he just got out for a drug case, you know, 2-time felon. I'm like, you feel me? I'm just a juvenile, like, it's not really gonna affect me in the long run.
I mean, that's a pretty stand-up thing to do.
Yeah.
You know, so you essentially took a gun charge for your two older brothers because you knew that the penalty for them would be a lot worse.
Right.
Was this something that y'all kind of huddled up and discussed, or did you just take it upon yourself to do it?
I mean, that's actually funny you said that, because while I was on the floor, they had us all on the floor, and I was sitting next to my brother Pappy. He telling me like, man, bro, I just got out. You feel me? He trying to tell me like, bro, I can't go back for no gun because I just got out for a gun. All that, and then you feel me, I'm like, you right, bro, I got you, don't even trip. Alright, you feel me, when you get out, you already know I'm finna go crazy on the music, all that, and that's what we did, you know. And that was around the point where I was just fresh and started making beats, you know. And it's actually crazy because that happened in January 2014, and in April 2014 he caught his own gun case anyway.
I mean, that's dope, man. I mean, that's really the bond of family that you would actually go and take a case for one of your family members, knowing that it's going to be worse for them to take it. You know, even though most people will say they would do that, but when it really comes down to it, I think most people probably wouldn't do it. It'd be like, hey, it's your gun, you got to deal with it.
Yeah, I agree, you know, but it's just, you know, loyalty run deep. Them actually my real brothers. Not saying I wouldn't do it for none of my closest friends, but, you know, I'm not finna let it go down like that if, you know, at the end of the day, this won't really affect my life and harm me. I got out of jail literally the next day, you know. It wasn't really no big deal. I mean, to my dad it was. He was so mad, but I was like, you feel me, I wasn't finna let my brothers go to jail. And they was just repeatedly both in and out of jail for 2-3 years straight. And I was missing that time with my brothers, you know, like, So that's another reason, like, why I was so freely in the streets, because my brothers locked up, nobody to be out here to tell me, you feel me? And when they came home, I ain't want them to go back.
Well, but I mean, it could have been a big deal because there could have been a body on that gun. And once, you see what I'm saying? Like, once you go in, they're like, well, there's a murder or multiple murders attached with this particular gun. And now you think you're going in for a day and you're never leaving.
Right, but I mean, at that time, it still wouldn't have been as big of a deal for me if it would have been for them, because I would have just took juvenile life, and then I would have been out at 21, and they would have been gone for life, like, never seeing my brothers again.
And then they gave you just house arrest, basically?
Yeah, they put me on house arrest, and I went on 18 months probation.
Do you think the relationship with your brothers changed after that, after they saw that, what you would do for them?
I mean, I wouldn't say that, because at the end of the day, we was always that tight. Like, we already know in any given situation that we got each other, no matter what he need me to do or I need him to do or whatever, that's always going to be there no matter what. So, it was just like normal for us, even though it was such a severe thing, you feel me? It's just like, this is just another, I got you. You feel me? Like, I got you, bro.
Yeah, man. That's a great story, actually, And even though most people say they would do that, when it comes down to it, and you have that question mark of, does this gun have a body on it? What's really going to happen once I get into the system? And I don't, this is your first time being arrested.
Right.
I don't think most people would do what you did.
I agree. Like I said, a lot of people not like me.
A traitor is not your brother. You haven't learned that yet. And unfortunately, brothers and sisters, some of these kinds of people we will have to execute. There are people among us that we will absolutely chop their heads completely from their bodies for the betrayal of black people.
This is real vomit, a monumental nigga iconic. East Coast fly shit, pay homage. As promised, I display all the finest. Few reminders, I'm fair, don't confuse my kindness. Speaky Bonics, used to get bricks on consignment. Before rap was all that black power refinement. It's economics, acknowledged through the eyes of my peers. Exotic wares, watch glare like a mouth of veneers. My vibe's real, dapper since the day of my birth. My first verse was like water for a nigga that thirst. We got it worse, trapped on these streets in the same zone. Niggas getting body cause the beefing just came home. Shots at policemen every weekend, it changed tones. Six on this shit, it's the mix, I remain stone. The drama, honor what defines my persona. I'm from a genre, a drug money getters and ganja.
When we come to that position in time that we have to execute you, then we will carry out the sentence of death on you just like drinking water and hang your head on a pole in the black community.
What up, gangster? Keep it popular, it's like opera. Chillin' in the one-lanes gazelle with my Lockman on. Drug money bishop, used to cuddle blow in the swishes. Auto man cocked out of suspicion. Always in the best of the best features. All I need is cameras surrounding us quick. Go up the Neiman's, Merlot up, flashing 213. Me and my team, Alexander McQueen. Chef, you turned on me, blowing more cream. Wiping the Enzo up in Queens. My goons botanical, check the jeans. All in pea coats, peacock, Kangos. Yo, the wave game Nemo. Foul style and young Al Pacinos. The money get bigger, nigga. Don't make a nigga pull out. Sign you all, box you up, little nigga. Meet me at the Veterans Lounge. I got lamb on this while I'm eating my luck. My paper growling.
You won't sell us out. You'll be buying your future. The future of our people is not to be compromised. It would be better that you were dropped in the bottom of the sea with a millstone around your neck to betray the legitimate aspirations of our people.
Yeah. High profile life, my verse is a gift from the most high. You should thank God for my rhymes. I don't condone bullshit bars. The fuck is you talking about? You just wanna be around stars. Knock a nigga out, make a nigga see stars. I knock off your head, you still wanna act hard. My gun smoke like ganja, get you higher than life. Yeah, that bull give you wings, bet everything on P. He's for sure gon' blast away everything in the way of the Lords. Loyalty or death don't cross me. I let you live, you gon' press charges on me. And all rats must die. Keep me far away from punk shit we can't buy. Don't ever attach me with them. I own my catalog, nigga, you getting pimped.
See these position hungry horse. All you need is a promise that your people on a promise that the enemy will never fulfill.
Keep on your feet. This is a day of separation. Go ahead.
DJ Jazz.
Hey man, keeps us out there. Shit.
DJ Jazz.
No,
Wireless routine. We got the wireless routine.
you know,
Wireless routine. From the wireless regime.
you know,
Wireless routine. We got the wireless routine.
you know.
Wireless routine. Come from the wireless regime.
X-rated keepster, coming in like what you wanna. Keep us should be bumping with the marijuana. Still be smoking Puma, but tell you why I rhyme like this. Sharper than a switchblade, X-rays cannot coexist. Oh shit, you check the style and profile of a pimp. So you remember I meant this when I did this. All out war, steadily ready for the mission. Get up in some shit, gon' keep a yearsness known as relentless. Going in for the win, and do more than tap your shoulder when the drama begins. We make ends, big up the real, and next the fake friends. Just a square head, mark on the tape. I shakes and bakes, any fake, but still I motivate, innovate, set them straight then. Cut the cake, you know.
Wireless routine. We got the wireless routine.
You know.
Wireless routine. From the wireless regime.
You know.
Wireless routine. We got the wireless routine.
You know.
Wireless routine. Come from the wireless regime. I said stride, slip and slide. Cause living in the city is do or die. I said stride, slip and slide. Cause living in the city is do or die. I said stride, slip and slide. Cause living in the city is do or die. To the bye-bye. Yeah, do wild shit, do real shit. Hey, yo, repeat. Yo, said I don't think they heard enough yet. Everyone talks over that dumb shit.
Maniac, brainiac, what will it take to be the dopest MC of the day? Needless to say, I was never fickle with a riddle. I'm the prototype. Go get your man's Betty in half a night. Roll the dice, you see, we beat the them keep upstairs. No nigga berserk, and still put in work and hit it where it hurts for real dope, for real dope. Blowing endo out your back window with that. We be believers of sativa because we keeping the buzz. We got all the lows and all of the lows, so straight believing in us. Like A, the game is to be sold, not told, or B. Could it be the greatest story ever told, or C? You waiting for some shit to unload. Icons, all of the above, it's that keeps the show. Hey yo and yo, when they hear me, when they see me, I be coming raw, charged like a stallion. Keep up the battalion, no contemplation. I knew that we would get it on. As I stand there with no fear, I'm the one. You know,
wireless routine. We got the wireless routine.
you know,
Wireless routine. From the wireless regime.
you know,
Wireless routine. We got the wireless routine.
you know.
This ain't no remix, this a real nigga reunion. Ha ha. It's my song. This is for the city, New York. I got you. They asked me why I'm going so hard. I said I have to. Cause they forgot I'm official and I can rap too. Now I gotta carry this torch like the statue. I'ma bring it back to when rapping was factual. And if you was a rat, it's a rap if they catch you. Niggas didn't at you, they get at you. When loyalty was more than a tattoo. Y'all remember that too? Just watch. I'ma bring the Grammy back to Big Pun Block. Lick one shot for Trayvon and Ramarley. To all the moms who lost their kids, I'm sorry. Watched Eric Garner get choked, that shit scarred me. Now I'm